Honestly, now, wow, this whole issue in Nigeria, I don't know where Tinubu is carrying Nigeria to. By the time Tinubu is done with Nigeria, I don't know whether Nigeria will be able to even recognize itself, honestly. This one that people are just thinking that, oh, if they sit down and they keep praying to God, then all their problems are going to be solved. Well, I'm still waiting to see how much these problems are going to be solved. So this here, Microsoft again is the one that is thinking of leaving Nigeria. We've had a lot of companies that have left Nigeria. We've had a lot of companies that have closed down businesses because things are extremely very tough. You're coming in with money instead of making money, you're making losses. And then yes, there are some companies that are coming into Nigeria and they are staying in. Some of them are making quite a number of money because a good number of them, when it comes to corruption, they don't care. They can partake in corruption. There are a lot of companies, they cannot partake in the corrupt practices. And if you're not partaking in the corrupt practices, it's very difficult for you to really be able to do something reasonable. Mr. Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party and the one we all know won the election, speaking through his official Twitter handle, expressed deep concern over Microsoft Nigeria's decision to close its innovation center in Lagos, resulting in the loss of 200 jobs. He emphasized the need for comprehensive economic reforms in Nigeria. Before I even continue with reading this I'm reading this from Parallel Fast. They've taken the statement that Mr. Peter Obi has made. It's for me to also talk about the fact that you see this religion that they always use. Somebody will not get a job. You will go to church or mosque or Babalawo's place or Dibia or Buka or wherever. And then they'll be telling you that, oh, his enemies, is your co-wife, is your stepfather, stepmother, uncles, aunties, village people, these, that, principalities and powers. And I always talk about the fact that in Nigeria, the religious rulers and the political rulers, they have a symbiotic relationship. So they need to serve cheap miracles. By the time there's more of bad governance, the religious rulers can sell you cheap miracles. By the time there is this thing, and then the political rulers need the religious rulers to be able to keep the people down and be telling you that protest is haram, people should not come out, or they will tell you that, oh, go and focus on your own personal miracle, you have your own testimony, grace will locate you, you don't need to make demands on government. These are all crazy things. If now 200 jobs have been lost, these are 200 people that are going to be thrown into the unemployment market. And so these are issues when there's these problems happening, it means economy is contracting and the businesses are not doing as well as they should. Obi highlighted the broader issues facing the Nigerian economy, citing challenges that hinder its potential as a technology and innovation hub in Africa. He pointed out regulatory hurdles and an uncertain business environment as major obstacles for local and international businesses operating in Nigeria. The closure of Microsoft's Innovation Center, according to Obi, signifies a setback for Nigeria's efforts to drive economic growth, particularly in the technology sector. He stressed that the loss of jobs not only impacts individuals and families, but also undermines the country's aspirations for job creation and innovation. In response to the situation, Obi called for a decisive action to address the root causes of declining investor confidence. Let me just quickly add, how will there be declining investor confidence? Who is going to come and invest in a place where there is no rule of law? When Mr. Peter Obi talked about the fact that if you want to develop your economy, that rule of law was very important to it. A lot of people, especially these Agbadorians, as they call them, Batis, whatever, they were insulting him, calling him all sorts, because most of them did not understand that concept. A place where you can have an investment and the government will just wake up. hundreds of millions of dollar investment, and they will just level it like that. Who is going to bring their money into that place? Except the one that knows that they will bring nothing, and they will use the corruption proceedings here, and they use it to make their money. So anything goes. Who will want to? A place where you will invite business people to come and do business with you, and then the next thing what you do is that you to come and have a conversation with you, and then you now arrest the people and start prosecuting them and start asking them for $150 million bribe. Who is going to come? Definitely people are not going to come. A place where corruption is going, a place where the what do you call it now, the money is just weakening, the value of the money is just going down the drain. Who is going to bring their money? Okay, you bring your $1 million, maybe it's 1,000, you change it for 1,000, you get 1 billion naira, you begin to do business. In the next 2 years, dollar now becomes 2,000 naira. The money that you change, if you now want to change it back to dollar, you cannot even get half of what you had initially brought in. That's a major problem, and that's one of the things why people, that confidence is not there for people to come in. In response to the situation, Obi called for decisive actions to address the root causes of declining investor confidence. He advocated for policies that promote innovation, entrepreneurship, and job creation while ensuring transparency, accountability, and good governance. Additionally, Obi emphasized the importance of investing in education and skills development to equip the workforce with the necessary tools for competing in the global economy. Hey, Tinubu is not interested in that. Tinubu is interested in picking all of you, packing all of you, and putting it in his pocket. Then he can do whatever, however he wants to do with it, and sort of like get away with that. So for him, good governance is not part of the things that he's really interested in. What he's interested in is how much he can pack, how much he can grab, how much he can run with, and those are the things that he's very much focused. But it's really quite a sad thing. If Microsoft is leaving Nigeria, then you're wondering who else is remaining in Nigeria. Over the last few months, we've had a lot of companies leave Nigeria, and it's really been sad. It's more telling on us. Companies that will be coming in will be looking and say, if Microsoft is leaving, well, what will they come and be doing in there? People who are supposed to have jobs, we no longer have jobs. They are now on the streets. They are now part of the unemployed. So imagine, instead of the unemployment to be reducing, it's actually increasing in terms of the numbers and all of that. It's really sad, honestly, and it's really such, it's really such, how do I put it? It's really such a sad situation, and it's definitely not the way that it should be. Nigerians doing nothing. God will not come from heaven and come and do for us what he has given us the capacity for us to do for ourselves. Thank you so much. Bye.